Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 8th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. Overnight, the precious metals are weaker after yesterday's bloodbath in the markets. December gold's down $2, $19.70. December silver down 8 cents, $22.51. December copper unchanged at $3.68. And January platinum down 11 at $8.86. So really, it's the dollar strength here that's put pressure on the markets just recently. We saw a snapback after the dollar reached 7-week lows. Additionally, Treasury yields have been coming off, specifically the 10-year yield and also the 30-year yield. But the 2-year yield is what's really been the hindrance on the gold market here recently. Now, looking at the lack of escalation in the Middle East has also put some liquidation pressure on gold. We saw a rotation out of gold back to chasing U.S. equities, with U.S. equities stringing together 7 straight days of gains. Yesterday was the first little pullback that we saw in the markets. Really, that failure of that punch through that 2020 level was really the wake-up call. It was Friday, October 20th, and also Friday, October 27th. We saw that escalation in the Middle East. We saw gold run up into it, but that failure on that Monday, for whatever reason, had those prices under pressure. Now, if you look at the current trend on gold, it is still bullish, but from a trader's point of view, kind of the failure below the 200-day moving average, 1983, it's a bit of a wake-up call. So you do have pocket support running down from 1950, which is the 50-day moving average, down to 1944, which is your trend reversal point. If we break below 1944 on a closing basis, gold will go back to a neutral trend. It'll probably need to close back over the 200-day moving average to take back off to the upside. Otherwise, it may be revisiting the scene of the crime where we're going back down into the 1800s. So be aware of that. Your resistance point, really number 1, 1983, 200-day moving average. Number 2, psychological level of 2000. And number 3, 2020. It's got to be there. Now looking at the trend on silver, it is neutral, never punched through to the upside to get it up into that bullish trend like what we saw in gold. Your resistance level, R1 is going to be the 50-day moving average, 2303. R2 is 2340. That's the trend reversal point. We close over there, bullish trend, it's on. We're going to the 200-day moving average, which would be 2384. So that's where your R3 is. So maybe the momentum taking out the 200-day moving average would push that on up. So looking at the support levels, 2250, that's where we're at right now, down to 2235. Your trend reversal point takes it back to a bearish trend if we break below there. So the outside markets, they are mixed. And one other thing I want to mention on the gold market is that 3 technicals you probably want to have on your chart, at least that I have. One is the MACD. It is negative. 2, stochastics. Look, they went to overbought territory. They're correcting from there. They're not staying at the overbought territory. That means you have a bull market going on. They are correcting from there, which is bearish. The third one, DMI plus and minus. The DMI minus is about to cross over the plus, which oftentimes is a bigger signal that there's going to be some follow-through selling pressure. So MACD, DMI plus minus, and stochastics, throw all those up, have a 50, have a 200-day moving average. Not that I really believe in moving averages, however, they are psychological levels a lot of people pay attention to. So again, outside markets are mixed. You do have crude oil 76.80, it's down 58 cents. That's the 200-day moving average. Dollar index of 21,105.59. Other markets here that are notable, all the agricultural markets pushing back up. Soybeans up 17 cents. 3 straight days flash sales to China. USDA report coming out tomorrow. We'll see if there's some bit of profit taken into that. So you got any questions, give me a call, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures option trading involves risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck and good trading.